has just been taught how to colour grade by myself, who was taught by the media technician this morning. He is now going to show Narishma and Jess how to colour grade.
Okay, so basically the first thing you do is you click on brightness and contrast and you drag it across onto the shot, like so. Then it's going to come up here. As you can see, I've already put one, so let's delete it now. There it is. So if I fiddle with brightness and contrast, you'll see that's really bright, so it's really white. We don't want it that much. We'll probably want it a bit less than average brightness, so we want to reduce it a little bit, just so it's a bit, colour stands out a bit more. So minus 15. Yep. Then we've got contrast here. You can see that's crazy. It's like Andy Warhol style. Alright, and that's really like grey and dull. So we want it a bit higher contrast than average, but not too much. So I think 22 looks good. And you want to compare it to the other shots. So if you look at this shot, it's got quite a lot of red in it, but it's still quite realistic. That shot's not too bad. Now if you go across, you can add a three-way colour corrector. So you just drag it onto the shot, and this thing will come up. Let's go. Alright, mid-tones. So in terms of colour, we want it probably a bit more red. So this is the maximum blue. Go to the opposite, and you drag along until you find something that you like. So I think about here is good. What do you think? Too red, too blue, too green?
I think it's a little bit too red. Yeah, a little bit too red.
Too red. Alright. So, is that better?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's good.
Alright, I think that one's good. Let's try this one. What's this do? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the really white colours that we're going to be changing now. Do you think it could be a bit pinker just because it's a female?
I think no, it would look too odd in comparison. Yeah, it looks.
So do you think just leave it right down the middle?
Yeah, I think leave it where it was.
Okay. So how's that as a shot?
Yeah, let's play it from the one before so we can see in comparison.
So this is previous shot and the current shot.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that
good. I think.
That's cool. This one's
Action.
Okay, so now I've shown you two how to do it. Jess, would you like to take over for the next
sure.
shot?
Right. So I'll drag the brightness and contrast onto the shot and go up here. Is it this one? And move this along. That's alright. And then go and drag the three-way colour corrector. And move the dial around until we find something.
I'm trying not to breathe.
To the red section. What do you guys think? More colour? I don't know.
Good.
It's slightly more.
A bit more red. There?
When we did the darker colours, we're looking at them.
Because the shot was too blue to begin with, we dragged the dial from the centre up into the top left where it takes us into a more red section, which makes the shot appear like slightly less dull and brings a bit of colour into the shot, which is kind of what we're aiming for throughout. We just move it around until we get a setting that we're happy with. We just sort of keep trying different options until it looks the same as the ones before and after. This mainly changes the darker colours in the left dial, and then this one is more of the mid-tones. I can't actually see what I'm doing to the shot. No, that's...
Most colours actually come up in the mid-tone.
Just a second. I think that one looks a bit red.
Cheeky plug there will be.
Does that look a bit red compared to the one before it? Does it look a bit red compared to the one before it?
Yeah.
Let's change the red, make it a bit less.
Yeah, start playing Witchcraft.
Okay.
It's too greeny red.
Red.
Too green.
Okay, go.
Also, to see the difference we've now done using the three-way colour corrector, we use the FX toggle to see the before and after, to compare it and see if in fact it's actually made a better difference or not. So we can see this is with it on and that's with it off, and you can see the blues have been removed from the shot. And by using this three-way colour corrector, it gives our video a much more professional look and makes it look much more stylised rather than just being something like sort of homemade.
Okay, what shot are we on? Next one, right?
Just on that
This
one.
one?
Yeah, this one he's doing.
We starting?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to click on the shot and play around with brightness and contrast, which is already on here.
Yeah, it's a good thing to only have see if I'd have had more on that. Yeah, all about how many photos should be
Are you
taken.
happy with that?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Do you have any experience?
Now we're going to apply the three-way colour corrector.
Could you hit a fast moving, but could you kick the head off a fast moving baboon? That's the
And
best.
we're going to try and make this shot a little warmer.
Oh, let me see. No, hang on.
Bellissimo.
Is it me or is that not doing
So
anything?
it doesn't seem to be
True,
changed
true,
very
true.
much. I know it is
You
if you watch
could-
the car on the left.
You could
it's
actually
just,
use the same effect that you used on the previous shot, which looked the same, and compare from
Look,
the
Yeah.
it's
Right,
quite.
see it.
you can
Yeah.
copy it over, can't you? From
Looking
one
at
to
the richness and colour in the buildings is a good way to.
Yeah,
to
the panda's
see.
quite
Shot.
difficult because
Yeah.
it's just
That
black and
shot.
white. Whereas
And of
It's
course,
the
and of
same.
course, you can just use the toggle again if you
Yeah.
can't see a change.
yeah, that looks,
It's got quite a lot of blue on its head.
I think it's a bit
Blue.
too red.
No, the white,
too
the
red or
white.
too
You know,
blue?
the lightest one needs to be changed to be more red. The lightest one looks like yellow.
Which lightest one?
This one, because that's the whiteness.
To more-
To make it more like red. Because look at his head,
Yeah.
it's really blue. Yeah, like that.
Bit less though, because look at the
Now
building.
it's pink also for some down there.
Try that one.
Now, do you want to compare it with the shot 3 shots before? Because it's almost the same.
Yeah, I think
The
that's
shot
quite
there.
good.
Yeah. Just compare the overall shot. Yeah.
Pterodactyl.
Yeah, it looks
Are we
the
happy
same.
with that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, this is my answer.
Are we all in shot? I can't.
Alright, Jess, you need to come. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ready?
if I need to go
3, 2, 1. So now you all
back.
know how
Now
to
to
colour
colour
grade.
grade.
Yay!